So many companies have been fleeing Russia after the war and after the sanctions and all of that. However, there are still some McDonald's locations open in Russia, despite the fact that the company announced that they would close all their stores. So let's have a look. This is from CBS Canada. So after publicly announcing 3 weeks ago that it was suspending operations in Russia, McDonald's has now gone silent about why some of its restaurants are still open for business in the country. This week, CBS News visited two Moscow McDonald's serving up burgers and fries, and there are reports online that other Russian locations also remain operational. Despite multiple inquiries, McDonald's hasn't explained why these restaurants haven't shut their doors. However, the US based fast food chain was open about its plans on March 8th when it announced that all 850 locations in Russia would close temporarily to protest the country's invasion of Ukraine. So McDonald's CEO Chris Kambzinski said in a statement, "We join the world in condemning aggression and violence and praying for peace." McDonald's joined several multinational companies, including other fast food chains, in suspending business in Russia, following pressure on social media. But some of those chains, such as Burger King, Subway, and KFC, continue to face scrutiny because although they ceased corporate operations, their franchise-owned locations remain open for business. Franchises are owned by individuals. They use the name of McDonald's or Burger King or KFC or whatever, and they pay a certain amount of tax or fee per year for advertisement purposes and stuff like that to McDonald's itself, but they're not actually owned by McDonald's. It's a franchise owned by an individual, a businessman, whatever. So yeah, it's kind of tricky. I mean, to force that guy to shut down, I don't know if they can do it. If McDonald's or any of these companies can actually do it. And it probably wouldn't even be fair, to be honest. But anyway, in response to an email inquiry, McDonald's told CBC News on March 10 that all of its Russian locations would close, including franchise-owned restaurants. But soon after McDonald's shut down its restaurant locations on March 14, reports surfaced that some remained open. Last week, Russian news outlet RIA Novosti stated that according to a statement from McDonald's, a number of its franchises in Moscow were still operational. On Thursday, CBS News visited McDonald's restaurant in Moscow, Leginsk-Kransky railway station, and found it packed with customers. Most seats were occupied in the dining area, and there was a long line of customers waiting to pick up their orders. On Friday, CBC visited another McDonald's location in Moscow, Domodedovo Airport, and it was also open. An employee at each location said the restaurant remains open because it was a franchise location. And Moscow isn't the only city where Russians can still get a Big Mac. Also on Thursday, Will Vernon, senior producer for the BBC, blah, 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 tweeted that he discovered a McDonald's in St. Petersburg. He said, "The staff told me that as they are a franchise, they are still open and will continue to be open." Over the past week, CBC News repeatedly reached out to McDonald's for comment without any luck. So guys, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. I think I'll actually go get a McDonald's burger right now. I'm trying to eat healthy, but every now and again it's okay, I think.